Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Alpha Traders. How we doing out here? Let's jump in this Alpha Trading Discord. So we got over here waiting. Dun dun dun. There we go. Share a chart. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. What are we doing? Let's start Bitcoin. We're going to cover Bitcoin, a little gold, a little Dixie, maybe some of the bigger stocks, some of the cryptos that are pumping. Stick around. Let's see here. So Bitcoin, what do you got so far? Opened up the new daily, came down, pretty much test this weekly volatility range, popped it back up to the daily, back down to the weekly. This thing is ranging in all this volatility. You need to understand this is where all the volatility is right now. Here's the center of the monthly, center of the weekly, center of the daily. Oh, don't we have fun? So we're probably going to see a lot of ranging in here. Not as tight as a daily range as I'd like to see for a nice big pump, but definitely tight enough to maybe see the top of this monthly range tested. At least, first things first, got to start closing some of these candles above the center. Center of the monthly range, right about 43,350. Talked about it on yesterday evening stream and Monday. So we got to get up there. That's the first thing Bitcoin needs to do. Then we get that taken care of. We're looking at the top side, about 43,750 area. We break above this monthly range. Could actually get a nice move out of Bitcoin. And we'll talk about that once that happens, because we got first resistance levels on the weekly, the monthly. Here's the first resistance on the weekly, right? It's still in the monthly range, so that's going to be a massive point of resistance right there, about 43.7 area. But if we can eclipse that, we can go up above the top of this monthly range going into the rest of this week. Could be a good week for Bitcoin. If not, this thing's going to range around in all this macro volatility. That's what this chart's great for, letting you know where the data sets are. So right now, definitely outside the daily, which, here's the thing though, this 4 hour that closes in what, 2 hours? We got 2 hours left in this 4 hour candle. We're already above the first standard deviation. That's the thin blue line. Here, this thin white line, that's a 95 for Laplace, and then the second standard deviation. So during this 4 hour candle, there's a 95.4% chance Bitcoin does not close above 43.3. All right, one more reason why this could come up, maybe send a wick into the monthly, pull back down, close back inside these 95.4% probabilities on the 4 hour. We'll have to watch this play out. So we're gonna need some trend too. Gonna need a little trend. Here's a daily. Look at that daily. Yesterday I was waiting for this to bust up on the top side of the zero mean. Right, this is the mean of log returns right here. This is the returns oscillator. Let's see here. We setting up any divergence? Actually, no, we are not. I mean, I would use this right here, but it's just not happening. Just not happening. Locally here, higher high. If this can bust up above the zero mean, there's hidden bull that still needs to play out here, in my opinion. But we are sitting literally right at the top side of the power mean band on the daily. Pretty damn close. There's only a couple levels above at 43,177, 43,227. Interesting. In a minute here. 14. I like these numbers. 14, 15, 18, 22. And that's a 22. So we're going to have 22 and a 9. Wow. Okay. Powerful. I want to see this wave trend find support on the fissure right here too. I mean, on the daily, you started breaking down below that fissure. Not good. Bitcoin ran it right back up though. Power mean band is turning back around. I do not want wave trend to cross down fissure. Reverse wave trend is the white dotted line. Reverse fissure is the purple dotted line. Okay, that being said, drop down here on this 4 hour. DLP is still to the downside though. DLP is to the downside. Let me see here. Setting up hidden bull as we speak though. Lower low. This is the higher low on this 4 hour, or on this daily. Kind of like that. Let me see what this 4 hour looks like. Probably sitting right at the top of the power mean band here too. Indeed, a little outside of it. Little outside of it. Interesting. We did close outside of it. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Last 4-hour candle. Yeah, that last 4-hour candle before the close dumped out. Right there it was right there. I wanted to close outside the top side of the power mean band. Did find support though. Did find support on this wave trend early in the day, right? Last night coming into the early morning. Now we're back outside top side of the power mean band. Was that playing off any divergence? Absolutely. On this 4-hour, hidden bull divergence with the low here. We're crossing the zero mean right now. There is no bear div on the top side. This thing's free to run. Need to drop into some trend here on the 4-hour though. If we want to see a move to get up above that 43, what was it, 750 area, top of the monthly range, gonna need some trend happening here. Gotta have trend to break through these macro levels. The macro volatility levels are tough to get through. Alright, let's see. So hidden bear on the 4-hour. Let's see, got anything down here? Yeah, there's actually hidden bull on the 4-hour, my bad. Hidden bear on the 90-minute as we speak. Got to get above this reverse fissure up here on the 90-minute time frame. We do that. Thing is, total random walk. We need some trend. It's the first thing I said. Gonna need some freaking trend here. Was that some bull div? That was some bull div right here. So this 90-minute time frame, the lower low on this 90-minute candle, you can see the higher low and the bounce off the zero mean. All right, so we're playing out some hidden bull divergence. If this was trending right now, let's see on these lower time frames, we might bust that 43.2 area. No. Let's see here. Yeah, actually, a little hidden bull. Hidden bull on the 45 too. And this 45-minute candle came when it opened up right at the top of the power mean band, sent a wick down into 33 power mean. Now it's back outside. Want to keep this wave trend above the fissure. Does it matter on these lower time frames? Absolutely. And the way we trade, 45-minute, 90-minute, these are still high time frames. They're not even on my low length, on my low time frame workflow to get entries, right? That's 15-minute, 9-minute, 6-minute, 3-minute. Sometimes drop into the 1 if I'm really looking to nail that entry. But you can usually get away with just using the 15, 9, 6, and 3, or whatever your low time frames are, right? Whatever time frames you use. A lot of people use the 15. Not many use the 9, the 6, and the 3, though. People ask me why I use them. I'm like, because you don't. And what next question? That usually stumps them. Oh, what's that mean? It means you're not using them. So I have an advantage. Let's see here. We are getting, I mean, this is not a higher high yet, right? So there is not any bull or bear div setting up. I mean, data sets are pretty even right now. Could even go up another probably 20 bucks or something. Still be safe. Once it's closed, 6 minutes. This is actually pretty important. Probably want to close with a lower low here so that bear div doesn't set up. Then we could get some continuation. Because remember, this is coming off of some hidden bull. We did cross the zero mean, so we got a nice move. And look, right when it crossed, 3 45-minute candles to the top side. Which brought us from, what, 42,880 to where we are now. Not a massive move. But when we're talking about all these time frames matter. You just got to figure out how to use them in your workflow. What you're seeing. Take a peek here on the 33-minute. Another time frame most people don't use. We all know the power of the 33 here. I'm glad I'm able to turn it on to people. For sure. Let's see. What do we got? Now we are getting a higher high. So this is starting to set up. Now this candle is not closed yet. Right? It's got what? 9 minutes. So that 33 and 45 both closing within a few minutes of each other. What was the 45 again? I think we got about 5 minutes now. Yeah, 5 minutes, 52 seconds. 32 minutes, or 33 minutes, got almost 9 minutes. 8:45. So let's see what happens here. Starting to trend. That's what I'm talking about. So first time frame where this thing's actually starting to trend. What would the daily entropy look like? Yep, random walk. 4-hour random walk. Indeed. Starting to drop. The prediction model slipped to the top side. It's still random though. 90-minute random walk. 45-minute random walk. Starting to drop in a trend, but still random. 33 is the first time frame. Starting to get a little light trend starting. Let's see here. So 8 minutes. This is going to be an interesting close here. I would actually like to see this thing pull back. Right now, data set dead even. I'd like to see this thing pull back. Maybe 43.1, 43.1 and a quarter, close there. Get some continuation here. Let's see. Now let's look at the 15 minute. And that 33, I just, right before I closed out. DLP starting to build to the top side. I like it. Let's freaking go. When's this close? 7 minutes, 50 seconds. All right, we'll be back. 15-minute candles, got almost 5 minutes left. We are above reverse Fisher here. I want to see this wave trend. These log MAs cross back up the Fisher today. Actually, what time is it? Yeah, 9:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe by noon, start to get a cross up here. Maybe a little quicker, depends. If we get a little pump here, this reverse wave trend will turn up. Will turn up fast. We could get across in the next hour. But if it just stays steady like this, because you got to remember these macro volatility ranges. This is a stumper right here, center of the range. I mean, rejected yesterday, came back down to the center of the weekly. Now we're working our way back up. You can see when they sent that wick right down into the top of the weekly range, kicked in the algos. Brrr, here we go. But that 43,350 area, Bitcoin's been having trouble with. Now you can go watch other YouTubers out there. They're going to blow a lot of hot smoke right up your butt, right? They're using a lot of them, most of them, 99.7% of them are using lagging information, right? The other 0.03%, you're watching them right now. We have the leading information. And the 15-minute is trending. Whatever it was a couple days ago, I was talking about getting into that monthly range. It was going to take some trend on the 15. I talked about it last night when we did that little in Discord stream. But that did happen. That did happen. That's what I saw in the workflow that needed to happen for it to get up into that monthly range. Now, the key is getting above the monthly, or the center of the monthly at whatever, 43,350, then getting to the top side at about 750. We crack those areas, preferably today. But like I said, it's going to take more than 15-minute and 33-minute trend to do that. You're going to want to see some trend on the 45 and the 90 working up into the 4-hour. Because if there's no trend on the 4-hour, it is going to reject at the top of the monthly range. Mark my words. Keep an eye on that. I'll repeat it. If the 4-hour does not go into trend as it's approaching up into that area, probably going to reject there. Got to have strong trend when you're breaking through these macro volatility ranges. People that have been using these indicators for a while know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see here. Do I need to go any lower? Not really. Let's take a quick peek here, though. 912. Let me look at these RMLRs real quick. Daily. Yeah, we got a little target up here. 43,930 is the 11 length RMLR right now. That would be a great 43,930. Let's get an exact area. 43,930. Yeah, it's going to be, what do we got here? Second resistance level. Pretty much first standard deviation to the top side. So, like I said, if all that trending takes place I was talking about, do I think this is going to happen during these last 2 hours of this 4-hour candle? I don't. Probabilities are against it. Can it happen? Yeah. Yeah, it can, but it's going to have to bust through the 95.4% probability. That's what these probabilities are all about. There's a 95.4% chance it's not going to happen, right? It's even, the second standard deviation is below the center of the monthly. Here's what I want to see. I want to see this 4-hour candle close up here by the 95.4. Hey, even in between them, because this is Laplace distribution, this is normal distribution. They're both very powerful, and it gives you a nice range of where the 95.4 is. So a close right up here, and then you open up a new 4-hour candle. The 95.4 Laplace is probably going to be right at the freaking top of the monthly range. So by that next 4-hour close, could work its way up. And if you do see that happen, you're going to see that 4-hour start to trend, I would imagine. First, you'll see it on the 45, the 90, and then the 4-hour. All right, let's see here. Like it.
See.
I like it a lot. And you got the 30 length up here at 46,265. So, but look at that 30. Boy, it really comes back down. Really comes back down, which is fine. And you're going to get the 11 above that. Here, hold on real quick. Let me turn off this. Oh, it is turned off. Interesting. And we are on Bitcoin. Why is that doing that? Give me 1 second here. Turn them back on. Boop. There we go. All right, let's see here. Yeah, this 11 is going to stay up above this 30 length for quite some time. It's giving us some nice areas, right? But is what I'm talking about here on this daily. Going to have to work our way up through these. Get up above this 11 at some point. What is this? This is Saturday. This will be over the weekend. If Bitcoin can get above this 11 during this week, we're talking closer to 45K. Could have a good weekend. Going to have a lot of support. And if you break that 11, you're going to have the 30 down here just waiting. So we could get a bigger pullback. This is why the trend is so important. Trend is your friend when we're talking about staying above these RMLRs. But you're always going to mean revert. That's why we love the future projection. It's going to give you an idea where those areas are at. Let's see. Where's the 4 hours? What are we doing here? Bitcoin. Sandwiched. Good stuff. So you got the 30 up here at what? 43,329. So that's what I'm saying. More resistance here, right below the center of that monthly range at 350. It's literally $20 below it. Again, let me see one more time here. Yeah, it's going to be tough just because of these probabilities. Not saying I've seen Bitcoin take a 4.6% probability and run with it, right? But then you got the third standard deviation, right? The 3SD right here, and that's a 99.7% range. So that's tough. That is tough to close a candle above that. You're usually going to get a rejection. And this is what's great about the probabilities. If Bitcoin were to run up to this 3SD on this 4 hour candle, immediately there's a 95.4% chance it's going to pull back by the close below 43,311. That's how the probabilities work. Keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind. I do like this squeeze. I want to see them above both here in one of these lower time frames. So close. So close. Hanging on to the 33 power mean. That's the line that's coming right through the RMLRs here. This 90-minute candle's got literally 42 minutes, so right around 10 a.m. Let's see if we can close above there. We're barely above right now by about, what, $17, $12, something like that. Let's go. Close this 90-minute. Where's the 95 Laplace? 43.4. Just don't know. First standard deviation, 283. That's more likely. Just because of those 95.4% probabilities on the 4 hour and the center of that monthly. That is going to be tough. That is going to be tough. Let me see here. Ding. Alright, got Sayron, got time to fly in here and Zen tap. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's going to occur. Nice. Looking at that halving info. Matt from Alpha Trading posted yesterday. Yeah, 3.125 Bitcoins per block in April sometime when we have the halving. And
that means there will be $100 million Bitcoin.
Spark it. Let's go. $100 million Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin got to $100 million, what's 0.1 Bitcoin worth? A lot. A lot. Be a millionaire.
Yep.
So 0.1 Bitcoin be worth $1 million, guys.
No, be worth 10 million. Be worth 10 million.
Well, 10 million? Am I confused?
Yeah, 0.01 million. 0.01 Bitcoin is worth $1 million, right? At 100 million Bitcoin. Imagine.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
man. I meant 0.01.
Yes. With 0.01 Bitcoin, if it's $100 million Bitcoin, makes you a millionaire, which is
so
great. Well, it gives you $1 million. It doesn't necessarily make you what is called a millionaire, but yes.
And this is what people. This is the people that have been gaslighted by all these criminals and the financial institutions. Yeah, you heard it, criminals. People. Noobs, look at the price of Bitcoin, $43,130. Like, I'm priced out. I can't even get in this thing. Guys, did you listen to what we just said? You can go right now for $430, correct? 0.01? Isn't that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah. For $430 right now, you could be a millionaire if Bitcoin hits 100 million. This is what we're trying to tell people. It doesn't matter how small amounts, and a lot of people don't even know you can buy Satoshis. You can buy tiny increments of Bitcoin. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin.
Even forget that. Just the next time it 10x's, which it very likely can, right? It can easily go from 43 grand to 430 grand. Your $430 investment for 0.01 Bitcoin would grow to like whatever it is, $4,300, right, for 0.01 Bitcoin. That's crazy. That's crazy growth. Now, the reason I say that is because most people in America and many other civilized, industrialized nations, and of course poorer countries, don't even have $500, $600 necessarily to spare, right?
Right.
But so that $4,000 would make a huge difference if they have that, or even if they have half of that or a quarter of that they want to invest in something. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt what you were saying.
Well,
But yeah.
I'll give a little shout out to all these migrants getting these gift cards in New York City. Buy
Yeah.
Bitcoin, man.
Yeah.
How funny would that be?
They can only use it for baby food and
Dude.
like food, right? But like, okay, so the other money that they have, right, if they have any, means it all, right? Or even if they take that and convert it somehow for baby food and then sell their baby if they don't have a baby. I don't know how that scam works, but
Yeah.
however it works, they're getting some free money, and if they're getting money on the side or whatever, yeah, like invested in Bitcoin. And by the way, a lot of them do, right? Like, actually, if you look at a lot of the migrants who aren't necessarily even, some of them are poor. Obviously, many of them probably are very poor, but some of them are clearly not. If you look at them, and many of them do have some Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
Right? Like at least a small amount, right? Because it's useful to them back in their home country, like practically useful.
Yeah.
Because their economies are so screwed compared to like the U.S. economy. Why do you think they're going to the U.S.? They're going to the U.S. because they have a better opportunity there to make some more money, and because the U.S. Many years ago, doesn't matter who even decided to do it, but they decided to basically reduce gradually the amount of funding that we these countries, which like aid and assistance and stuff like that. So instead of keeping them at home getting their money, we basically America has invited them to America as a place to come and get their free dollars. I mean, it's at least that's one perspective. I don't know if that's even the correct one, but that is definitely something to consider. When you look at the facts of how many of them do come to America for money, maybe surely not for political reasons or whatever, but like for money, definitely. Like we stopped helping them with anything to do with money after we took all their natural resources. So yeah, of course they're going to start showing up to Americans' borders and trying to get some more money. Like it only makes kind of sense,
Indeed.
Yeah. Seems to me it'd be a lot. Well, whatever. I don't want to get into politics and shit, but it just some things are so obvious to you and to me and to everybody else.
Yeah. Is what it is. We're in clown world. Enjoy it, people. Enjoy clown world.
Yeah.
Everything's backwards right now.
But the point is, buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
not eggplant planting advice.
This is what evil does, folks. Turns creation upside down. Wake up. All right, but anyway, look at the freaking 30 power mean on the 45. See the lows here in the future? Above the center. Pretty much right at the center of that monthly range, man. So, on this 45 minute, we can eclipse the top side of these power means. That's actually good because now we're gonna have some support right there at the center of the monthly with these lower time frame RMLRs too. See 33 minute. Yeah, probably same. Oh boy, what a squeeze this is. Okay, this thing's breaking one way or the other. This thing is, you talk about the squeeze play. There you go. Indeed. Where's the 33 at? Dead in the middle. You got the 33 power mean right here. Literally, you're resting on it. Look at the 33 minute over here. Boom. You're going to see it. There's a 33 power mean working through this power mean band right here. It's probably at the top side too, right? Yep. It's that blue dotted line. Just barely hanging on to it. Barely hanging on to it. There it is. There's that little dot. Actually, we a little below? No, we're still good. We're right up above it. Interesting. Not by much, though. Not by much. All right. So that 45, what was it, the 90? 90 had how much time left? Yeah, that already closed. What was it, the 45 minute? Yeah, there we go. Let's see. No, I like this test of the 33 here, too. All right. And I wanted that. Oh, boy, oh, boy. It closed right. Data set same. I mean, just some weak bear is what this is going to end up doing, is probably setting up some hidden bull. If you can hover around up here, if the data set can stay above the 33 power mean, this returns oscillator is going to continue to downside, probably set up some hidden. Let's see what happens here. Why do I say that? Well, I'm looking at entropy percentile too. It actually looks good. It looks good. I would like to see this returns oscillator come down to this 2 SD band. We're going to see it? I don't know. Let's find out. 15-minute just retested that Fisher. And there was bear div. There was bear div, but what is setting up immediately, right? From the low right here at the freaking reverse Fisher. Setting up some hidden right now. Especially if this can pull back. If it closes right here, it's hidden. But the returns oscillator is going to have to turn up. Or it's just going to probably... Might cancel it out. You break this Fisher, you're probably going to come to wave trend. If you don't get a bounce, to the 9 log MA in the top of the power mean band here, right above 43. Could break it. And you got the 33 power mean down here on the 15-minute at the bottom side of the power mean band, about 42,940 area. Yep. Interesting. Interesting. Now, market's open in 5 minutes. Let's pop over here. I'm going to look at Dixie here real quick. What are you doing? See, I got hammered yesterday. Bye. Right, you know, we were talking about Dixie too. Boy, sold off right to the first standard deviation. Last 15-minute candle dropped down, closed below the 68.3 on the 4-hour. Trying to make a little recovery here. What is that, 15-minute? Let me take a peek at this Dixie on the 15-minute real quick. See what this thing is doing. Okay. Yeah, all higher lows. All higher lows. You're sitting, I mean, you've been rejecting. Reject off the wave trend. Reject off the wave trend. Rejection. How many rejections on that 15-minute wave trend is this thing going to do before it pops? You close a 15-minute candle above here, probably going to run up to the Fisher 104.262 area. Got the DLP to the top side right now. Total random walk. This thing's ripe for trend. Everything's expanding, positively correlated. Thing is, on the 15-minute, you got the 981, the 636, and grade at 100 percentile. We know right there, right? That's a profit-taking opportunity. Volatility. So is what you want to see here to continue this move. I mean, this can, if it stays pegged at 100 percentile and this stays positively correlated, not a problem. Because you got the 2400 down here. This thing could rise up too. You get all three up here at 100 percentile. How is that going to happen on the 15? Probably a run to the Fisher. 104.25. That's only what? 0.2, about 0.2 move. A little under 1.8. Or yeah, 0.18. All right, that'll work. Let me see here. Let's look at 4-hour on Dixie. I got a dog knocking on the door. Whose dogs knock on their doors? Come on. Get in there, kid. Come on, Grammy. I know, you're getting old, aren't you, girl? I got a relic here. Hi, sweetie. Aw. Good dogs. Come here. Get that eye. Alright. So, Dixie on the 4-hour. Didn't make it to the wave trend. That is surprising. That's surprising this wave trend didn't get hit overnight. Is that incoming? I don't know. This is setting up. This is setting up. Let me see here from the cross down. No, there's no div, though. I mean, you're above the zero mean now, though. Above the zero mean. Higher highs. I mean, this is setting up hidden bull. Or hidden bear. Indeed it is. DLP's been coming down. Yeah, I don't know about this dollar. Let me see here again. The way this looks on the 4-hour, I didn't even look at the 90 and 45, and you're below the 68.3. Let's get some targets here. Kind of flip my bias. Weekly range probably. You got the 1 SD here too. 103.875 area right there. You got the 4-hour first standard deviation and the first hour on the daily. That's kind of a magnet. Then you got the weekly range down here. That that Dixie has been hovering above. Right, got the new weekly back here. Haven't even really had a full test of it. Took off immediately on the open. Right, in my opinion, this thing needs tested. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Dixie down here. It's only the second support level on the daily too. Are we going to see 103.8? Boy, if we do, gold's going to fly. Gold's already at what, 2034? Bitcoin probably will too. Let's go over here and look at these lower time frames, because the 4 hour definitely doesn't look good. Yeah, you're creating a nice 4 hour candle here. Closes in an hour and a half. Trying to save it. Considering that wave trend, where's that wave trend at now? 103.8, guys. That's the top of the weekly. Top of the weekly, 4 hour wave trend. Incoming. Prediction models of the downside. Look, right when Dixie was trending to the top side, as soon as it broke inside that 2 SD band, prediction model flipped, started to sell off here. Volatility is very low, 2400 hanging high. You hear me talk about this all the time. Be prepared. We're gonna see the 636 and the 981 probably revisit this area up here at about 85, 87. And from what I'm seeing right now, it's going to be to the downside. Let's see here. You guys, I don't have a crystal ball, right? Don't have a crystal ball. When you understand how powerful having leading information and understanding what you're looking at with all these charts, if you can bounce back and forth, this is why I have it kind of separated. Everybody knows how I run my charts. I got 3. I like keeping the RMLRs separate and my VRE and the distribution separate from my main chart. Just helps. I'm looking for confluence all over the place. So let's see here. 4 hour. Yeah, see lower lows. Boom. Let me see here. I mean, from back here, there was definitely some bull. But it's going to be setting up some hidden bear here real freaking shortly. Let me see. Where's the top of that at? Boy, this is so close right here. So close. 104.15, huh? Total random walk. Look at the volatility. Huh. Volatility, you got the 2 lower lengths. They are expanding, positively correlated. 981's negative, or the 2400's negative. Looks like it's contracting. Show me something different, 45. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, here we go. Setting up hidden. This is what I'm looking for. So there's hidden bear on the 45 setting up. Where's that 90 at again? Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Yeah, it will be setting up though. So on the 45, it's already setting up hidden bear. And if you look over here, you're messing around at the bottom side of the 68.3. The algos are going to be right here. This is what happens with all these ranges. You start moving through them. Just think of it as the bear and the bull algos are going to be moving up or moving down, following the data set, setting up shop. I mean, I look at it as trench warfare, right? That's what's going on. And when it's not a fair fight, when one side is just laying back, that's what creates the imbalance in the buy and sell pressure. And you're right at the bottom of the power mean band here too on the 45. You're below wave trend. The power mean band is breaking through. I'll tell you what, the wave trend just broke through Fisher, right? This could be coming up to test wave trend first. I'd be a bit surprised, 104.15. But it is setting up hidden right now. That would, if it closes up here, that would blow that hidden bear out of the water. And it looks like it's struggling with the bottom side of the power mean band right now. Because these bulls know, if this freaking 33 power mean crosses down this wave trend, look out. Look out, man. Okay, let me see here. Let's even go lower. 33 minutes. Yep, setting it up here locally right now. Let me see. Where was that at? Yeah, this candle closes 17 minutes, and you're right at the bottom side of the power mean band here. And look, this is what you definitely don't want. You do not want your power mean band crossing down the 99 log MA. Because that 99 is a powerful little booger right there. You group that together with the bottom of the power mean band. And look, 33 power mean crossing down wave trend. Right? Everything's already crossed down Fisher. Dixie's looking set up the rest of the week for just a disaster. I'm not going to lie. This is not looking good for Dixie. Once you use these indicators long enough, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That scene I just showed you on the 33. Everything crossing back down. Yeah, higher high here. Setting up hidden. You're underneath this wave trend. Those are all the rejections I was just talking about. Not healthy. Total random walk too here lately. There's that volatility contracting too. I mean, you got a chance. Correlations broke negative. Market opened 4 minutes ago, huh? Gold do probably pop. No. Let me see something real quick. What are the yields doing? They're probably down a little bit, I would imagine. Let's see. Where are you, my little friends? There you are. Yeah, they're actually... Interesting. 10-year's up 0.4, huh? Right out of the gate. Tisk tisk. Let me see something here. Futures are all down. Soy, wheat, corn, rice. Let's see. Shop. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, this market's starting out pretty. Hello. N-Phase has just been ripping, man. Remember, had earnings. N-Phase had earnings last night. Up to 118. It was right at $100. That's why it's pretty easy. The maths are pretty easy. Let's see here. God,
dude, the maths were nice and easy on Monero last night. Are you kidding me? My goodness.
Yeah, you know what? There's a dollar trying to break wave trend on the 15. I'm telling you, this is important here. If the dollar can break wave trend, we could see the other side. Right? We could see the other side. And look, that 15-minute wave trend is right at the bottom side of the daily 68.3. Let me put this back on. Yeah, because that's what I was going to look at too. Where are you at, Monero? There you are. Oh boy, it popped. And I even said it on the stream last night. This could be a great buy. Holy crap. Yeah, that thing popped. Good job. Good Monero coming out of the hole. In the daily, above the center of the daily. That thing, guys, that thing closed below the 5th standard deviation on the daily. Wow. We're going to see a ton. Let's see where all this div was at. Let's see where the div was, boys and girls. Go back on the Monero. Boom. Look at that big outlier. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I mean all that bull div was just setting up. Where's a 4-hour at? Let's check this out. Yikes. I'm a bit surprised this is setting up hidden bear. No, it is too. It is too. Take your profits if you got in that Monero trade. Take your freaking profits. Especially, look at this. Everything turned down. Everything's starting to cross down the fissure. Wave trend already has. Could it pop to the top of the power mean band, or the bottom side of the power mean band here at 137? Could. It could, but look, returns oscillator's already down. There's some pretty stiff hidden bear div. Look at the higher high. Lower high here. Interesting. DLP, huh? Let me see here. Did it set up any ball? It did a little bit. A little bit. This thing's going into a random walk. It's out of trend. Heading right back into a random walk. All the volatility, too. All the volatility. Low length. Correlation broke here positive during the contraction. You've got the 981, 2400 still pegged up here. Well, what is that? 981's at a 98.8. Yep. And then you got the 2400, 99. Actually, they're both at 99.8. Okay. Where's that grade? No, that's a 2400. Wow. Let's see here. Anything else? Let's look at this 90-minute. I'm looking for what's the first time frame that's retested the wave trend. Might be a 90-minute, to be honest. Where'd we go right here? Show the magic. Ah, you little booger. Timed out on me. Come on. Give me that 90-minute. Come on. Here she comes. Fill it up, baby. Yeah, the 9 log MA. 9 log MA, so it's probably going to be the 45. Probably going to be the 45. And if this wave trend rejects off of the 33 power mean here, probably going to be going down. There was a hidden bear here too. You're below the zero mean, but actually, you get below the zero mean, the hidden bears run right into hidden bull. And look at the DLP. Boy, that DLP, yeah. Look at the 90-minute DLP setting up all that bull div. Boom, boom, boom. Not that the returns oscillator wasn't either. All right, but I like to see it all setting up down here, and then you cross the zero mean, and thing rips. You were already above. You were already above. And that's a good sign it's going to set up hidden bear. But the fact this is already setting up hidden bull, low length volatility is contracting positive. The other two are contracting negative. That's going to overpower that low length. Especially you break up the top side of the DLP here, could get real interesting. We could see the 90-minute wave trend tested at 140. Let's see the 45-minute. That's probably where we got the wave trend test. Come on, baby. Ah, you booger. Trading view. I know it's a powerful indicator. Give it up, though. Give it up. Don't make me starfish you. I will make an entrance one way or the other. Yeah, wave trend. Look at the 45. It's just hanging. This is, wow. This thing is sandwiched in between the 9 log MA, but look at the 9 in the 33 log MA. Log returns below the mean. Variance is still rising. You can see how it started, right? Here, returns were above the mean. Variance rising. As soon as it got to the wave trend, variance started coming back down. Then, boom. Variance started rising with returns below the mean. Excuse me. You're below the zero mean right here. Interesting. On some hidden bear, too. On some hidden bear. Right? High, lower high, high, higher high with rejections off the zero mean. The DLP was at about the high above the 90% confidence interval, almost to the 95. Total random walk. Look at the volatility. So we do got a move coming here. Everything's negatively correlated. Finishing off contraction. Old Monero. Yeah, more than likely somebody got spooked. Somebody holding a shitload of Monero. Wouldn't be a bit surprised. Oh, they're delisting on Binance. Hell, who knows? Binance probably sold their freaking cold wallets. That's probably what happened. Guarantee it. Now everybody's just yeah, 100%, right? I'm sure they held a lot.
I mean, you know, quite that would be common.
So who's putting the pressure on them to dump Monero?
Oh, well, it's a lot of, you know, first of all, it's a lot of panic, right?
Yeah.
Fear and panic. People want to dump their coin because they're like, oh no, Binance is the biggest crypto market. So if they dump Monero, then everybody's going to dump Monero. That's not the case, obviously. Right? It didn't go to zero. It went to like 100, and then it bounced very nicely off the RMLRs, right exactly where it was. I mean, spot on. I mean, reversion as 1110 RMLR on the 4 hour, which is right at that first Laplace distribution. Right there, you can see it on your chart. Like it was a perfect mean reversion of the RMLR, and it has, you know, to just complete the other mean reversions. It did not crash at all. I mean, it crashed, yes, but it bounced very nicely. And if you were in on that short of whatever it was, like 50% or something, or 40% down, and then like 30% up, and that's some nice pickings on a day.
Right. Definitely.
Meanwhile, people got to buy some Monero fairly cheap, like $100, 105, 110.
The power right here. Look at this 33-minute candle. This thing just ranging. Top side of the power mean band, 9 log MA. This is important too. Got about what, 8 minutes left. This dumps out, closes below wave trend. Ugly. Right now, it'll close up here above the 9 at top side of the power mean band. We could see 139, 140. Here's the Fisher on 33.
And that's where the other RMLR is right about now.
Is it? Right about now?
Yeah, on the 4 hour. Yeah, on the 4 hour, that's right where.
So boom, right there.
And it would be a very nice move if it did that, but even if it doesn't, even if it bounces back to the downside, okay, so you get it in a short. Okay. Got it. Like either way, it's good pickings.
Good picking.
Whichever way it moves, right? If it dumps out and then walks over to the other RMLR, fine. But if it goes up to like right now, the other RMLR is like at 55. So even if it only got up to like 149 or 1 whatever, 140 or something.
30 up here, like 155. Hell, that's almost back to where it dumped from.
Yeah, 155 is the other RMLR right now.
Yeah, look at these rejections. Whap, 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 whap.
And it's
with hidden. Don't forget about the hidden bear.
And the actual power mean, right, is also right at that. It was like 154. It's like it just had an intersection with the 3012 power with the 3012 RMLR. So expect to move within 0 to 4 candles, right? And it could be It could be now, it could be within, a few candles, whatever. It's like it was literally on the last candle. So anytime between now and the next few candles, expect to move. And that's also right when the 1110 RMLR dumps out again, but the 3012 just keeps going sideways. So it could easily, mean revert before it dumps out, or dump out and then mean revert with a walkover, or
Boy, this thing could revisit the lows here.
Yep.
This thing could revisit the lows. You got the 30 down here right where the low was, and you're rejecting right now. That's why this 33-minute candle, it's only got, what, 6 minutes left? This thing dumps out here.
Right.
Especially backfill this last one here real quick at about 125.6. This thing's going to fly down.
Yep. Could easily be some more cheap and arrow available. Second chance.
Yeah.
For anybody who didn't get it yesterday. Could be.
Indicator's great. You fly up here, nice quick mean reversion. You dump down below, another quick mean reversion. If it rejects here, this is the mean reversion you're looking for. It's
nice ping pong. It's really nice ping pong.
Yeah, right. Ping pong. Pong.
Yeah, totally. Like the volatility of ping pong cryptocurrencies. It's amazing. What was that other one that Sayron put today in the chat? Did you look at that one already? I wasn't listening. I was on something here in the keyword. ID USDT.
USDT. Let's take a peek.
Sorry if I wasn't listening to that.
Where at?
I was just ID USDT. I think it's on Binance or something.
I mean, where did he post that at?
Oh, I think it was in the general chat or something. And I posted something about the 4 hour, which was sick.
Oh, is that this thing that's pumping?
Yeah, I was pumping like a 1 minute, like crazy, and then I looked on the 4 hour.
ID, what the hell is it?
Yes.
Oh, I get it. This is how the illegal immigrants get IDs. That's why it's pumping. Probably online. Sorry, guys.
I thought it was how the Chinese
Couldn't help myself. Everybody's just calling them migrants. Guys are illegal immigrants.
I thought it was how the Chinese kept track of people for social media credits.
When you jump
TikTok
the border,
scores.
when you jump the border, you're an illegal immigrant. When you go to a port of entry and you start your legal immigration, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Hell, my grandparents were immigrants. They did it legally though. That's why the shit going on these days. Yeah, let's go. I'd like to throw an RMLR on it, like a border wall. All right, let's see here in the 4 hour. Nah, I'm gonna get canceled. You can only cancel somebody that gives a shit though, so that's what's funny.
You know what? Good fences make good neighbors.
Yes, you know, my friend. For crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this 4 hour with that hidden bear that's set up and you're rejecting here off of this 11. This 4 hour does not climb up above that 129, 130 area. This is probably going to come tumbling back down. Yeah. And we saw on what was that, the 33, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Revisit these lows down here. The other RMLR.
Yep. I mean, it's perfect. It nailed that mean reversion. And then okay, and that comes back down. Yep, totally can happen. Just see what's in the VEPS. It'll tell you, right? Look at the entropy. Look at the correlation on the entropy. It's telling you, okay, I can read that. Thanks. It's very clear to me.
Indeed.
It's in our tendencies cheat sheet. You can't read that. You better start reading the tendencies cheat sheet, people, because it's all in there.
Well, look how tight this power mean band is. We got two nice targets here on the 15-minute. We got reverse Fisher down here at 109.7. We got the 99 log MA up here at about 150. That's a 40-point freaking range.
Yeah, man. On a coin that's $128.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And hidden bear on the 15. You're up here at the top side of the power mean band. Not having too much luck. Wave trend maybe first. You break wave trend, I'm looking to the Fisher. And like I said, what I was seeing with that 4 hour, probably going to revisit the lows. Having a nice little
my triangle?
My triangle. Oh, yeah, ID.
My triangle said, oh.
Let me take a peek here. But the lows, let's see. Those lows today, though, that would bring that sucker down to... What is happening here? This is 6 to 8. I mean, guys, also, on the daily, Monero up here at 95.4 Laplace. So, the 95.4% probability this thing's moving back to the downside. Here is the top side of the 68.3 at 116. Here are the lows, which are literally... Wow. Oh, no, that's 90. Sorry. Let's start this over again. This thing's up by the 99.7 Laplace. I didn't notice that. My bad. Yeah, this is a 68.3 right here. So, and that's where the lows pretty much were. This thing tumbles out, it can definitely run back down through these probabilities. Man, Laplace distribution, super tight. You got the 99.7 just barely above the 2 SD. It's usually up by the 4 SD. So, yeah, Laplace really tightened up, man. Goodness gracious. Tight Laplace distribution. This thing could probably dump back out. I'm seeing it back to the downside, to be honest. Everything I just showed, probably working its way down. Especially, if BTC's pump is starting to take off a little bit here, BTC will suck the wind out of any hope here, for sure. What are you going to do if BTC's pumping? You going to throw your money in this, or are you going to put it in a failing Monero right now? I don't know. This thing had a nice run, 99.7, really? So, 95.4% chance. Today, Monero closes like around 115. 115. Right? That's what it is. And this is what I was talking about earlier. You get up to the 99.7, you're immediately looking for a close back at the 95.4. So daily close, 95.4% chance this thing closes inside 116. See how that plays out. And if it breaks this intraday, look out. Look out. Probably going to revisit these lows. Because there is not just hidden bear on the 4 hour, strong hidden bear on the 4 hour. What's he talking about, Jimmy? I'm glad you asked, YouTube Jimmy. Let's see here. Whoa. There it is. Wow. And that is wow. I mean, that is a high. You could get a real flush. This thing dumps down and crosses a zero mean. Could be a all hands on deck. We're getting bombed. Could get ugly. Okay, let me go through here real quick. It's a good rebound though from Monero. But I do see it pulling back, especially if BTC starts running. It's approaching the center of that monthly again. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Yep, cross the zero mean. Hidden bull.
And that was
running.
That was some good, clear trading to be done right there. Yes. Very clear.
Good trade.
Especially like it gave a while to trade, like to catch the upside. It wasn't even like a short period of time. It was down there for hours. Could easily
again 15 minutes. Is this thing dropping in the trend? If it is, it could be party time, boys and girls. It is right back in the trend. All the volatility is. There's a lot of confluence in the volatility for this thing to start busting some butt.
Yeah.
Almost at the 99.7 on this 15 minute though. Do these low time frame probabilities matter? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why you got to look. In the next 7 minutes, Bitcoin has got a 95.4% chance to climb back down inside 43,216. Right? Can it stay above that 15 minute 95.4? Absolutely. And if it does, could be good. Could be good for a move past the center of the monthly. But you can see the last time this thing did that, closed outside to 99.7, dumped out to the 99.7 to the downside. That's a good old clean out right there. Whap and whap. There was liquidations all over. Shorts got liquidated here, longs got liquidated here. I'm talking about all you people out there using leverage. It is a poison. Leverage is poison. Nothing wrong with using a little bit, but here's the biggest problem. These people don't take profit. That's why you get liquidated. Maybe you get in a good position, you know, you're 2 to 5x or something, which is crazy anyway. But if you get a move and you don't take profit, shame on you. Shame on you. That's what leverage is for. Up the stakes a little bit, make a little extra money. But if you don't get out of the trade, these algos are going to rape you. Literally.
Yep. What was that? I think I posted that video from who was it? Mark Cuban, right? Yeah. About this like thing he said a long time ago. He said some interview. He was talking to like Howard Stern or something like that, about how he cashed out his Yahoo stock. And he did it like pretty much as soon as he got it all available, right? And everybody was like, "Oh, you're crazy! The internet bubble's going to go stay in." And he's like, "No, I'm taking my profit. Like I've got it's like $2.5 billion worth of profit, right?" And he took the profit, and 6 weeks later, you know, had he kept the stock for 6 weeks, he would have been SOL. Like when you're dealing with those kind of figures,
what I just said.
You know,
look at this 15 minute now. Coming in the close here in 5 minutes. I think pulled right back inside the 68.3. I'm going to laugh if this thing dumps out and goes to the downside
Yeah.
95.4, 99.7. Oh, here we go.
There you go. And look at that wick. That's nasty. That's amazing.
Oh, bravo, algos. Just
Yeah.
raping people.
It's like, oh yeah.
At this point, I'm like cheering on a 99.7. That's the big professional rodeo circuit when you do this kind of movement. Oh yeah. Let's clear them out real quick, boys. Clear them out to the top side and the downside. Especially if this thing drops another about 110 bucks here, which it is. Wow.
Wow.
Love it. Gotta love the probabilities. I mean, literally, right after, when this thing was up here at the top, I was like, there's a 95.4% chance. I think it was like 7 minutes. In the next 7 minutes, this pulls back, closes inside 43.210. Or what is it at? 43.209. In fact, it dumped to the bottom side. So right now, there's a 95.4% chance it closed. This 15-minute candle closes above 43.08. Let's see what happens. Beautiful. Almost wick to wick in the 99.7. Powerful. Powerful little algos. Running people around.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what the crypto market could face near-term correction as analysts, they don't say who, as analysts, this is what media does, right? As analyst says, rate cut delay is still not priced in. Give me a fucking break. What analyst? Who? Who's the analyst? Of course, you're not going to say a name because it's all BS. It's all manipulation.
My cousin Johnny has a friend, Bill, and he's got a son who likes to play a lot of video games, and they talk about Bitcoin on their live streams.
Yeah, they were on Xbox Live, and these kids were saying Bitcoin's pulling back.
That's right. And they're in touch with the market.
Pretty wild. Pretty freaking wild. And on this 15...
Anonymous sources.
This is what's great, too. That variance was up about here on an outlier to the top side. As soon as that thing pulled back, variance dumped down. Now it's starting to rise with a negative correlation on an outlier. And look, where did that wick go? We know the top side of that wick almost went to the 99.7. Look where it pulled back to, 33 power mean. Now it's back up above wave trend. This is nothing more than just we're clearing a little space, baby. Too many over-leveraged dum-dums. Let's clear out some people. Watch this. 15 minutes on it. Damn. This guy, like a couple properties over, has a cannon. I'm not talking about a big gun. I'm talking a cannon. A real cannon. And he just shot the fucking thing. Shook all my windows. The sound of freedom. Let it ring, baby.
So like a lot of times, right, like the old ones are, they may be less efficient, like the really like historically old, cannons. They may be less efficient.
Yeah.
But they're so loud, it's unbelievable.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah. Because of the aerodynamics of like the round, ball they use and all that stuff. It's just crazy. It's amazing.
100%. Yeah, they're wild.
Yeah. But like modern howitzers and stuff, Jesus, those things are.
Anytime you can hear cannons and carbines just ripping out here. And we're not at war.
Well,
at least not locally.
Well, that may be a very. Why?
Yeah.
You got the local citizenry having their own cannons and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Indeed. So yeah, pretty much got the 95.4 and the reverse wave trend on 15-minute in the same area. Bear's trying to dump it down. Close below that wave trend. Start rejecting too. Could be going down. Look, now we're getting the exact opposite outlier as we had. That's what's great about variance. It's going to let you know what's happening here. That positively correlated outlier turned into a negatively correlated outlier real fast. Real time. Real time, folks. Real time.
Another nice thing about long guns like cannons and tanks is it's kind of hard to shoot yourself when you're cleaning it.
Yeah, real hard. Real hard.
Because you got like 20-foot arms.
Dude, I'm reading about this hunter. He was taking a picture. He literally sat his hunting rifle like on the elk. It was an elk. And he didn't like sit it like barrel down. He turned his firearm around sat it butt down with the barrel facing right at him. The fucking elk wasn't dead. The elk got up, started bubbling. The gun fired, killed the guy.
Oh man,
People are just stupid when it comes to firearm
yeah, that's
safety.
for sure. That is for sure.
Jesus Christ.
Never underestimate the power of human stupidity. But for most people, it's kind of hard to shoot yourself with your own cannon.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer. If you want to own a firearm, you should have to go through basic training. Because you if you don't keep that rifle barrel down at all times, unless you're firing downrange, that drill sergeant's going to come up, he's going to smack the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I mean, smack the shit out of you. That was back in the day when they could still hit you. When I went through basic in the late 80s, it was brutal.
Yeah. Also in the early 90s. Absolutely. Well, here anyway, they could.
They would just torment you. Their favorite gig with that drill sergeant hat, the brim of that hat is so freaking hard. They come up and they just peck you on the bridge of the nose while they're just screaming in your face. It's the most annoying thing, and after about 5 taps, it hurts so much. It's like, oh my God, this guy's torturing me right now. Help me.
Here they had different ways.
Yeah, fucking wild, man.
They don't have that sharp hat, the drill sergeants, but they got other ways of making your life miserable.
Well, they're good at it. They are good at it. Then as soon as you graduate, everybody's buddies. I remember we graduated basic. We all end up at the bowling alley with the drill sergeants. We're all bowling, drinking pitchers of beer, having fun. My dad's joking around with the drill sergeants. And I was like, yeah, the good times. I was like, boy, you guys are assholes.
Yeah, 100%.
All part of the game.
Part of their job, yeah.
Once they totally brainwash you, you're good.
Right, yeah. Break them down and build them up.
Yep.
That's their way.
100%. Now, does Bitcoin bounce again here? I'm going to be a bit surprised. It's all that movement from right here at the bottom. We got this little elbow and the cross up. This thing is setting up. Set up hidden bull. See if it pops. If it stays below this 9 log MA, could get another rejection. Just send a wick into the reverse Fisher. So, boy, that volatility changed quick. Remember, everything was expanded, positively correlated. Now you got everything. Let's see. You got the actually contraction. What's a 981 doing? Contraction negative. Yeah, it's going to help here. I don't know though. That 2400 coming down positive. Very interesting.
This 4-hour level just so perfectly on the 15-minute move, just whatever on that move to the upside before it dumped. It was just like,
22.
Man, you couldn't write that more perfectly.
No.
And then the volatility switched around. The variance flipped to negative correlation, rising on a fat tail. Like that's what we're talking about.
Well, Jupe's starting to
keep an eye on those returns. Keep an eye on that variance. Keep an eye on the entropy. It will show you, and also that div, right? That div play, bear div.
Indeed.
So, I mean, literally, Bilbo called it for you, right? You don't want to call it a call necessarily, fine. Don't call it a call, but he pointed it out ahead of time, and it happened in front of your face in real time if you're watching this video.
It happens.
That's well, it's not just that it happens. It happens over and over like clockwork because we're reading good information. That's the bottom line, right? If we had garbage information, be able to read good information, right? We'd have to get that good information some other way, and this is the way.
This is the way.
The VEPS is the way.
VEPS is the way. Let them all know.
Yep. Let them all know. If you're one of the 5 people watching this, wherever you are, tell your friends, tell your friends' friends, tell your friends' friends' parents.
ID. Is that USDT? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Binance Tether. Oh, boy. Is this going to blow up my chart? Probably. Swing. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Man, look at that. That's crazy.
Boy, at the highs, that thing pumped. What was the high? 55? This thing almost pumped 100%.
Yeah, it went up like 98% on it. Crazy.
What the fuck is this thing, man? You're up here by the 5th standard deviation on the daily. Right now, at least there's a 99.7% chance this thing closes inside 37 cents.
Yeah, which is why it's worth taking profits if you're up there.
You hit 100%. If you're in this trade right now, and you have not taken your profit,
Yeah, what are you
shame
doing?
on you. But I want to show everybody on X how good of a trader I am. And then
Right.
they just disappear when they get liquidated.
Yeah.
Go out, walk your dog for 15 minutes, come back. Don't think you can't see a down candle just as quick as that 15-minute up candle went.
Yep. I mean, a mean reversion of the downside would real low, fast and quick.
Okay. 95.4% chance it closes inside 32 cents.
Yeah.
32 cents. Wow.
Yeah. And again, and even if it bumps to the upside, you're still better off having that extra capital from the profit taking for your next move to be able to use that as your working capital rather than sitting on unrealized gains that are nothing. And if they go up a few percent more, it means nothing if they're unrealized.
Yeah.
You know, it's the longer you sit in there instead of taking your profit, and then you can reposition to the upside and start making gains again on that. Like, who cares? You know.
Get this crazy shit down here too.
It is.
Here's the top of the weekly. Top of the weekly's inside the daily 95.4, about 31.76. Interesting. So that's the top of the weekly. Hell, top of the monthly range is right here. 46
It's a
cents.
perfect example of why we take profits early and often. It's a perfect example. Like,
throw this on here.
you don't take profits on a move like that.
ID.
You're literally begging to get your position liquidated. Like, you don't think a crypto like ID, whatever that is volatile after a move like that. Let me explain to you how volatility works. It's the standard deviation of returns of log investments, right? Or standard deviation log returns of your investments. So that means that when the price has soared up following the returns that high, it is looking to revert to the mean. And look, it already reverted to that RMLR, the 10. What do you think? It's not going to revert to the 3012 RMLR, even though it always does? You think it's not going to return the power mean, even though it always does? So why would you just assume it's going to revert to the upside? Look at the volatility indicators to tell you the direction, but you're still better off taking profit.
Yeah.
And then repositioning. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, right around here is that 42-cent range. Right about the second resistance on the monthly. Yeah. Interesting. Whoops. Go up here on the 4-hour.
So thanks, Saron, for pointing that one out.
Yikesy.
So it's a classic example, man. Classic example of taking the stupidity of not taking profits and the intelligence of taking profit.
This is very intelligent.
Yes.
Wow. These RMLRs. Yeah, you got nice base camp down there. This thing's probably going to mean revert, go sideways here. We'll see, though. If you have a stiff pullback, you got two great targets. 33 cents, or 32 cents. This on the 4-hour. That's right back to the 95.4. Yep. 95.4 on the daily. Man, if this thing dumps out.
Yeah. Well, even if it doesn't, like again, like if you have profit at this range, unless you're an investor and you believe in this thing for, I don't know what it is even, but like if you believe this thing is going to 10x from here and you don't want to trade and you just want to sit on it for 3 years, okay, well, good luck having fun sitting in it for 3 years and not taking your profit. But like,
what even is this?
Yeah, who knows? If you're an actual trader, what are you doing not taking practically 100% profit?
Let's investigate. Let's investigate.
Crazy.
ID, huh?
In like a span of a 15-minute candle. I mean, come on.
Watch it be exactly what I thought it was. I'm gonna laugh. ID.
That would be hilarious, man.
Dude.
Immigrant dinero.
Dude. ID. Now, why is this thing not popping up on CoinMarketCap? Or is this it? Space ID? Is that it?
I don't know, man. Maybe. ID
yeah, up
USDT.
77%. I mean, this has got to be it. Oh, wow. We're going to shoot all these migrants into space. They need space ID.
Or we're going to give them space, and we need to ID their space.
I got it. 230 million market cap.
Gonna pack him into a rocket ship and send him off to Venus, to Uranus.
Shit is just insane. What's a max supply? 2 bill? Yeah, 2 billion. Oh, this thing was.
And that 50 million on Bitcoin is moving nice, right? Like what did it just hit? It just hit the top of the
So-called time.
It's just, I think the first, what is that? Is that the monthly? Let me take a look.
Oh, this thing. So when
Yeah,
this thing
exactly.
first
Yeah.
came out, it ripped up to, got 93 cents. Pulled back and just out of the blue, wham! I bet Elon's using this as space ID. Got to know who's getting on your spaceship. That is actually awesome. Yeah, we're all
Dude,
fine.
Bitcoin's like now punching through the bottom of the monthly.
Oh, after
Right.
listing on Upbit Exchange, that's why it pumped. Sure, that's why. Damn, how did we
Oh,
not know
listing.
this?
Okay.
About Space
Okay.
ID. Universal Name Service Network. Oh, God. Talk about some draconian shit. Space ID is building a universal name service network with a one-stop identity platform to discover, register, trade, manage Web3 domains. It also includes a Web3 name SDK and API for developers across blockchains and provides a multi-chain, blah, 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 blah.
It's just a domain name service like IP4 or IP6,
Yeah,
but just for Web3.
I like being
So
my own
what?
bank.
So whatever you think about domain name services, however great you think a new version of it may be, if you don't take a 100% pump move because you think longer term it's going to go up 10x, bro, you just 100x, you just 100%.
Crazy,
You
man.
just doubled your money on no leverage. Take your profits and be in a better position.
Wow, this is just absolutely beautiful. And I might add, right when I was talking about this little pumperoo, I mean, look what happened, guys. I mean, look, you were rejecting off the zero mean. It was already below.
Yeah.
This bear div just playing out. And it's gonna be a little more extensive. You're
Yeah.
expanding here. Negatively correlated 981, 2400 are negatively correlated. Flat 636. This thing starts contracting positive. We're really gonna slip.
Yeah. Plus, it's in a random walk with that negative correlation, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, ID. What a crazy freaking token this thing is. Jesus. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, the center of this monthly range is a bear. Literally. There's a pack of them sitting on a log eating honey. So they got a lot of energy. Lot of energy. But you got great support on the downside here. All right, center of the weekly, bottom side of the 68.3, top of the weekly. Hell, you got the bottom of the monthly right here.
yeah.
Right at the bottom of the daily. Behooves these bulls keep this thing up above, daily especially. Let me see.
All I can say to that, all I can say to those golden nuggets.
Golden nuggets. Wow, that sounded trippy.
Golden nuggets.
See this? Oof, nasty little 33 minute. This thing's already setting up some hidden bull. Starting to set it up. Yeah, there it goes. Right, wick right to the bottom of the 33 minute power mean band. Let's blow this up and take a peek here. Yeah, I mean, you were way outside the power mean band here too. Immediate rejection. Let's come back. Yeah, let's do it. A 9 minute here. What's happening? Oh, lower low, lower low, lower lows. Lower lows. Oof. Tell you what, even on these low time frames, this wave trend matters. Wave trend was just crossing up the fissure. Tell me, when that happens, I don't care if it's on the 1 minute or the freaking weekly. They are magnets for price action at some point. Boy, it came just screaming down. I mean, that is the candle too. That is the 9 minute candle where it was literally right there. They were crossing. They are literally right on top of each other right now. Let me blow this up, get a better look. Yeah, pretty much trying to turn back down. Wave trend is above Fisher. Tell you what, man, even on this 9 minute, these bulls need to get this thing back up, like definitely up above 43.25. That's what we're dealing with. 43.29. Just say 43.30. Let's just say 80K. How's that? That'd be a good close on this 9 minute candle. 80K Bitcoin. I would frame that 9 minute candle. Put it up in my living room. Absolutely lovely. Lovely. My God. What time is it? 10:14. Yeah, we got about 16 minutes. I like better having the 90-minute streams. It is a 9. It is a 9. So yeah, guys, if you're watching these streams on YouTube for the first time, if you have found us through all this shadow banning going on, because we are giving out information that they don't want out, which is leading information on these markets. There's a reason why you cannot go online anywhere and be like, teach me how to trade volatility, or, you know, show me this, show me that. Some things are gonna pop up. You're not gonna find people teaching this, right? There's one other group I know of, and it's more like a hostage situation, more than an educational situation. They literally hold you hostage and make fun of you and scream at you and everything else. Call you stupid. What about this looks easy? There is not a dumb question when it comes to trading the VEPS. That's why we just beg people, please come into the Discord, ask questions, explain the variance to me, explain this volatility indicator to me. What about this entropy? Nobody else is talking about entropy, right? Definitely not talking about volatility. They might use the word, but they don't understand it. They don't understand volatility. And when big moves can come, like when volatility totally contracts, 0, all 3 lengths, whap! Right? Nice move on Bitcoin. What a great scalp. Just using volatility. Maybe you don't get in at the bottom. That's fine. 49.29. Beautiful, man. What is that? $250 move? About? Something like that. Pretty powerful, man. Pretty freaking powerful. Great scalp. Volatility was expanding. Everything was positively correlated. Entropy was in trend. Let's see. Was it a divergence play? I don't think it actually was. Let me see here. Yeah, that was a little tricky. You did get up, close above the 9 and the 33 log MA, and log returns above the mean, variance rising, started having the outlier. And let's see here, was there hidden? Let me see. Actually, there was. Is that a lower? Is that a higher low? Yeah, it is. Yeah, there was hidden right there. The bounce off the 0 mean. Took a few more candles. One more test of the 33 power mean. Look at that candle right there. Right to it. Right to it. Then you pull back up. When this 9-minute candle closed above that 9 log MA, party time. $250 scalp on Bitcoin. Beautiful. This is what it's all about, having leading information. Everything was saying, let's go party. But at the same time, take your freaking profit. Where would I have been? I would have been front running this reverse Fisher. Right? So I'm talking maybe tops $150 scalp, $170 scalp, something like that. Power move. Got to take your profits though, or it doesn't matter. Look what happened right after it. Look what happened right after it. There wasn't any div either. That was just, you're up above Fisher, you're way outside the power mean band, zippy, right to the bottom again, and then right back up. This is pretty damn funny. Let me see something there. Let's go to the Bitcoin liquidation chart. It's going to be all over the place. I'm going to be a bit surprised to see like 50-50. Pretty much. Pretty much. Look at the daily. 42 million in shorts, 32 million in longs. Why? People not taking profit. People not taking profit. Look at the 12-hour. 15 in shorts, 18 in longs. Just the last hour. 2.2 million in longs, 4.24 million in shorts. This is just over-leveraged people not taking their profit, so you get liquidated. Yep, I'm laughing at you. It's 9 minutes above wave trend again. Could we be seeing the 9 log MA here real shortly? Maybe 43.120. Coming off any div? No. Prediction model just flipped though. And all the correlations are significantly negatively correlated right at the top. We get contraction here. This thing's going to walk its ass right back up to the top of the power mean band here on the 9. That'll be the first stop, 43.130 area. Let's see here. But this is the 9-minute candle. That matters. All right, you dump down. This 9-minute closes below wave trend and Fisher. This one sends a wick up, closes below the power mean band. This 9-minute candle closed right below the reverse wave trend. If this one closes above the reverse wave trend, this is going to slide real fast. You'll probably see contraction here on the volatility. It's already all negatively correlated. The prediction model's already flipped to the top side. So that model's saying, let's freaking go. Let's see here. But that being said, how much time's left? 7 minutes. 43, 132, 43. Oh, yeah. It's got power. Power! Hell, the 95.4 is up here at about 43, 143. That would get you outside the top of the power mean band again. Let's see if this thing can shoot up here about $100 real fast. Got 7 minutes left in this 9-minute candle. Let me go top off this coffee. Need juice, Bruce.
And meanwhile, yeah, Bitcoin's looking awfully good for these days, to be honest. I mean, okay, if you don't want to trade it because you're emotionally attached to something, I get it. Don't trade it. And also, if you can't afford it, don't trade it. But like you can afford other coins, then swap into it when you take your profit. Right? We've seen a lot of other nice volatile moves today in this live stream, right? Which brings me to the answer to the question that I saw earlier. Someone asked, do you trade when market is open? You can ask Bilbo. Personally, there are times when I do trade when market open, but there are times when I trade in the run up and shortly after market open. And it really depends on what I see in the VEPS. And that's because the VEPS will tell me whether or not I should be entering a trade when the market opens or before or after. Sometimes you have, like just silly bouncing around that's not really, it's just completely random and there's no correlation and the market's still kind of waking up when the market is opening and hasn't yet particularly gone a particular direction, even down on like the 1 minute. So I'll look for the information down there to see when it's starting to make that move before I enter the trade. And of course, I'll look at the higher time frames to get the bigger picture idea of it and see where the direction is likely to go on the higher time frames, and therefore what to look for on the lower time frames to see if it's starting to do that or not, and be very nimble on the buttons to make sure you don't get caught in a bad trade and get out. If you are in a bad trade, get out ASAP. But like you see Bitcoin moving around very nicely with volatility today so far since market open. And why not exploit the ups and the downs? Because like that's what it's all about, right? You can make money going both ways. It doesn't matter if the market goes up, down, or sideways. Right information showing you have a much higher chance of being correct in your position. And that kind of is the point of trading, right? Winning more trades and getting a higher P&L over time. It's not about having a big win once every 3 months and then losing the rest. It's about winning most of your trades, even if they're small, and racking up the profits. And so you got to make sure you have positions where you can actually collect those profits. A lot of times people have positions that are so small on a very expensive asset, and then they'll end up paying relatively high fees, and the profits will be eaten away by the fees. That happens all the time. So, that's why you should trade assets you can actually afford to trade. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis worth. Well, Bilbo tops up his coffee or something.
Hello, this is ChatGPT.
Oh, hi, ChatGPT.
Hey, ChatGPT.
Is she going to make an appearance? She's been on vacation.
She's on vacation, bro. She's not even on vacation. She may or may not be on undisclosed reserve duty.
Oh no!
Looking good on the 9-minute here, folks. So we can go. Here's the thing, though. If this goes to the top of the power mean band during the next 3 minutes, it's going to set up some hidden bear because this returns oscillator. It'll probably pop. All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
It's doing exactly what I thought, though.
Yeah. Yeah, look where it's bouncing from. I mean, if it bounces from there as it is, that's one heck of a launch target right there. Yeah. Right on the line. Right on the line there. Halfway up between the bottom and the center of the daily. Literally on the that's crazy. Wow.
The VEPS aren't going to give you too many bad calls, if any, if you know how to read these charts.
Yeah, right.
It's powerful having leading information. That's why everybody ends up just pulling their hair out using traditional technical analysis, because it all lags. People even know it. You hear people talk about it all the time. Then why the hell are you using it?
Yeah.
That's my question. If you know it's lagging information and you're putting money on the line using it, boy, that's just plain stupid. That's what I'm going to say right now. That is just dumb. We've all been there. I was dumb money.
Yeah, exactly.
Not dumb money anymore.
Exactly.
Crying out loud.
If you're tired of being dumb money like we got tired of being dumb money, trust us.
Yes.
Or don't trust us. Verify what we say.
Come get you a free volatility starter pack. Start learning this stuff.
Exactly. For free.
You give me any data set. I don't care what it is. I will jump on the 15-minute down to the 1, and I will give you a play-by-play on probably what's about to come. It's just too easy once you learn this stuff. It's obvious. Let's see. What are we doing here? But it doesn't matter if you're using lagging information, leading information, no information. You're throwing darts at a dartboard. You're going to get probably, you know, some of your trades are going to go good. If you're not taking profit, it doesn't matter. You got to realize your profit.
Absolutely.
You don't just sit in trades. You think the high frequency trading firms are sitting in trades all day? No. You'd be shocked how many trades they make in a 24-hour period, especially in crypto. It's ridiculous. Off the charts. Numbers that we don't even understand.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Think about it this way. There's 1,440 minutes in a day. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, even if they don't operate 24 hours a day, right? Say they don't, even though their bots do, but say they don't. 1,440 minutes in a day, take a third of that, or slightly less, even just say, okay, 400 minutes a day they're trading. We know it's not that exactly, but 400 minutes a day they're trading. Okay, how many trades a minute are they doing? The average trade lasts less than 0.2 seconds. Average trade. Because they have big bags. They don't have to stay in a trade very long. They can get in and out very quickly and make money based on their position size. And based on their, trading agreement, what are they exactly trading, right? Not what the usual scalpers are trading.
Yeah. Bitcoin moves.
Yep. They're moving huge liquidity. If that thing moves a tenth of a penny, they're right, even less.
Yeah, and we're talking big money. Don't be shocked when you find out these guys are trading 10 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin.
Exactly.
It's insane.
Trading 1,000 Bitcoin.
You get a $20 move, do the math. And they're doing that every couple seconds. It's insane.
Yep. And they're doing it across tons of assets, right? Like all assets, they have algorithms buying and selling constantly. And what are the maths they're using? These same exact maths. That's why we use them.
Indeed, sir.
They work on super low time frames, and as you can see, they work on time frames that humans can manage: 15-minute, 1 minute, 4 hours, daily, whatever.
Yeah.
So, because it's like 4 minutes. So, when you figure out how to read this stuff, you'll notice that it really fits together like a beautiful piece of music, like a well conducted symphony. And each piece is moving like a piece in the symphony orchestra. It really is. I mean, you can call it whatever metaphor you want, but that one works, I think, quite nicely. It's like all these pieces of the puzzle moving together in a groove, in a rhythm. The lower affects the higher. The higher has more gravity than the lower. It's so amazing mathematically. So amazing. And I love seeing it. Especially love seeing it play out during a live stream when Bilbo is literally telling you people to look at this. Look at Bitcoin freaking move right now. It's like, oh yeah. Oh, that thing where he said that there was a probability that it could bounce right off of there, off that 4. Yeah, no, it did that.
Yep.
Right? It got to the bottom of the daily, punched back up, wicked a little back down from the center of the daily, boing, hit that 4-hour line and bounced up like crazy. It's just, come on.
Yeah, I said this 9-minute candle was the most important. It opens up right above wave trend Fisher, dip down, sent a wick right to the 33 log MA, and then boop, 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 closed above it. Now it's outside the power mean band again.
Literally, like we say, we don't get signals here, right? We don't get signals. But if you know how to read, if you know how to listen, even if you don't know how to read yet, but if you know how to listen and you barely know how to read this stuff, you're getting big clues here into how this stuff works. And I mean, I hope you take advantage of it, whoever you are.
And what did I say?
That's
If this
right.
thing flew out the top side of the power mean band, that the returns oscillator was going to create a higher high. That's what's happening right now. Especially if this 9-minute closes right up here.
Yeah.
If it closes up around 43, I don't know, 175, like right in this range, the returns oscillator is probably going to pop up about this high. You're going to set up hidden bear. Do I think that hidden bear is probably going to play out? Look at the entropy. This thing is not trending. It's in a random walk. Very high probability that's going to reject on some hidden bear. Very high. And go over on to here. Let's see. So this 4-hour candle, all right, got the 95.4 up here, what, 275? Man, this is going to be a battle. This is where all the volatility is. That's why you're seeing, that's why you're seeing all this going on.
If you look at the 15-minute, right, like the asset looks like it's trying to get into trend, but so far it's flattened out on the trending attack. So, and why is it flattened out? Because on the lower time frame, just showed you saw it in the random walk doing what it just did. That's why. That's literally why. It's not some news story or silliness. It's literally the maths, right?
Yeah, man.
Or we can ignore the silly news stories and just look every time it moves. It's constantly moving, whether there's a news story or not. So obviously, it's not the news. It's doing what it's doing because of the maths.
Oh, this is fun.
And it's so clear.
Okay, there's our bowl. Hold on here. I'm gonna make this real easy for everybody.
There's the bull.
There's the bear. Any more questions? Any more questions? We're doing paint by numbers. It's pretty damn easy.
Yes.
When you know where these volatility ranges are, you know where these dirty little buggers are hanging out.
Yep.
Indeed.
But what's hanging out there? Fair. Algorithms and other orders that people have set. Yep. That's what's hanging out there. Orders. There are orders there for buying and selling. And what you need to do is buy when it gets to the bottom and sell when it gets to the top. Yeah. Right? Whichever way it goes.
And
no, that's math reading advice.
Let me pull this in here. This is what's even better. So, if this breaks the center of this monthly range right here, which is the top side of the daily, 68.3, you're going to immediately see the bears. They're going to retreat right up here to the top of the monthly range. If it breaks to the downside of this weekly, you're going to see the bulls. Intraday, probably drop to the 1 SD, but eventually, first support on the weekly, right down here at about 41.6.
Yep.
This is what happens. These guys start moving around when their levels get busted. Right now, it's looking like the bulls are going to win this little fight, I think. Because the top of the monthly hasn't been peppered yet. The center, breached it once, massive sell-off. Not massive, but you know what I'm saying. Right back down to the daily, 68.3. Then closed it right. I mean, look at the last 15-minute candle. Literally closed right at the bottom of the weekly. Dumped a little bit below, right to the center of the monthly again. Bounce off the center of the weekly, boom, boom, boom. So if you really want to tighten it up, you can freaking pull that bear right to the center of the monthly, put the bull right at the center of the weekly. Trench warfare. Look at these guys. They love each other. They're good friends. Good friends. And then let's have even more fun. What's too scary? And in between there, we got this guy. Boom. Yeah. All right. And we got this guy.
The go from trading future.
We have way too much fun here. It's awesome.
I mean, if you're not having fun, you're trading. You're definitely doing it wrong. You're probably getting butt hurt too much on losing trades. You should come and learn how to trade the VEPS with us. You'll enjoy it a lot.
If you're watching these streams, you go tell all your friends. You guys got to check out these guys at Alpha Trading. They emoji trade.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is what happens.
Iconic traders right here. Iconic.
Yeah, 100%.
Legendary.
Pretty wild. What other fun is there?
It's not rocket science, people. It's not rocket science. You can literally learn. We are not, we're teaching for free.
And then if
go find Go find another system that actually works where they will teach you for free. Go. Please tell me what system you find when it comes to generating income or gains or whatever you want to call it as a trader for free, where they actually teach you meaningful, useful information where you can actually be profitable consistently.
Yep.
Show me. I'm dying to see it. I'm dying to see it, really.
And if you don't take your profit, this is one of you up here and one of you down here because you got liquidated. You're like, what happened? All right, that's enough games. I'm going to leave it at that. Looking good.
Right.
Looking good. Like I said, this week, I mean, something's got to give here. You're either going to drop below the weekly and Bitcoin's going to have a dump out, or you're going to make your way up above the top of this monthly and Bitcoin's really going to have a breakout. And we've already looked at the RMLRs, right? I'm looking at 50K. 50K area looks pretty damn good.
But that's ludicrous.
That's crazy. No way Bitcoin's going to 50K. That halving's already cooked in. Yeah, some of it probably.
Yeah.
You don't know, people that don't understand Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general don't understand how powerful these halvings are. I mean, guys, we're getting ready to drop from 6.25 Bitcoin a block to 3.125, right? Something like that.
From 6.25 down to 3.5, exactly.
And it just every halving. Then the next 4 years, that thing's going to drop to what? 1.8?
Yep.
1.
No. 1.5, 1.6,
5 or something.
1.5. Yeah, and then after that, it's going to be sub 1 Bitcoin.
Sub 1 Bitcoin. Guys, this is within a decade.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. And people want this fresh Bitcoin.
Yep.
So there is going to be a battle. This is what people don't realize about the Bitcoin halvings. It's supply and demand. There's not a lot of Bitcoin available. Not a lot of Bitcoin available. You get all the oil families involved in this, bye. It's all gone.
Yeah.
They're going to scoop it all up. They don't care if Bitcoin's $1 million or $5.
Yeah. At all. Yeah.
They got money. That's why overnight, you could wake up in the morning, Bitcoin could be over $100,000 because some wise people with a lot of money were like, hey, man, damn, I just read over a Bitcoin protocol here. This is amazing. Who the hell's this Satoshi guy? Where is he? I want to talk to him.
Right, exactly.
In my opinion, he passed away peacefully.
Yeah, or otherwise. But definitely he's most probably not in the game anymore, which is why we don't hear from him.
I think Satoshi sent himself the first Bitcoins.
Yeah.
But you never know.
But it's a theory. It is not a theory without evidence. It's a proper theory because it has a lot of evidence.
Indeed. Awesome. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. So if you are watching for the first time on YouTube, yes, we emoji trade along with the VEPS. Volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. Come into the Discord, open a support ticket, request the free Volatility starter pack. You will receive that and the free education that goes along with it. Access to these voice channels. You can actually come in, ask questions live. I know a lot of people are shy. Don't be shy. We're not going to bite you. We're going to help you. We're going to help you learn this stuff. And if you already have the free Volatility starter pack, you're just sitting in the background, not asking questions. Do you understand how powerful this stuff is? Please come in the Discord, open up a dialogue. We're just chomping at the bit. All right, we're going to leave it at that. Thanks, guys, for everybody that joined in the Discord stream today. Everybody watching on YouTube, appreciate you guys. Wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, and evening. Off of trading, freaking out.
Been a long time without you. Been a long time without love. Never been with my